Hello. Welcome to the weekly Top 10 news brought to you by Solarica, the world's first online community dedicated to solar energy. The long and winding road to this final determination imposing anti-dumping and countervailing duties against Chinese manufacturers has finally been reached. The U.S. Department of Commerce has announced that Chinese producers and exporters have sold solar cells in the United States at dumping margins ranging from 18.32% to 249.96%. The department also determined that Chinese producers and exporters have received countervailable subsidies of 14.78% to 15.97%. This is approximately the same as the ruling in May and in some cases 10% lower. Back in May 2011, after relocating his production company to the MBS Media campus, James Cameron announced that he would personally fund the construction of a massive solar array to power the next two Avatar sequels. "These are things the studios need to be thinking about," Cameron told the Washington Post. "When I do my next film, we're going to go much farther than we did in terms of running a green set." Late last month, Stellar Energy announced that they had completed work on Cameron's vision, successfully installing 3,692 solar modules to the rooftops of the director's production studios. Avatar 2 and 3 are expected to hit theaters sometime between 2015 and 2016. Bizza Group advised that, along with investor Samruk Energo, it will construct a 2 MW turnkey solar plant in Kazakhstan. The ground-mounted PV system will be built in the city of Kapkagao in the Almaty province. Once completed, it will be operated and owned by Samruk Green Energy. This will be the first project of its kind in Kazakhstan and is expected to be completed within 3 months of the contract being signed. Kazakhstan has huge potential in generating electricity using solar energy. The southeastern part of the state has more than 300 sunny days a year. On October 9, 2012, Monarch Power, Scottsdale, Arizona, U.S. announced that it will deliver its concentrating solar power, CSP, technology to a Maasai tribe in Tanzania to provide renewable energy and life-sustaining applications. Monarch Power will provide its new technology, Lotus Aqua, to the tribe through the company's charitable arm Power Foundation. The shipment will be made next summer. World's largest linear Fresnel solar thermal power station commences operation. Puerto Herrado 2, Pay 2, Calaspara, Spain, the 30-megawatt solar thermal power station built by Novatek Solar GmbH, Karlsruhe, Germany, using its proprietary solar field technology, has been completed and is in operation. Pay 2's solar boiler includes a mirror surface of 302,000 square meters, making it the world's largest operational solar thermal power station based on linear Fresnel collector technology. Solar energy powers two 15-megawatt turbine generator units. The Pay 2's solar boiler consists of 28 rows of linear Fresnel reflectors, each approximately 950 meters long. The mirrors, which are installed approximately 1 meter above ground, reflect the sunlight onto a receiver located 8 meters above the ground. Boulder Valley School District, BVSD, flipped the switch earlier this week on 1.4 megawatts of green energy generated from more than 5,000 solar panels installed on 14 different schools across the district. The ceremony was held at Foothill Elementary School in Boulder, Colorado. The 14-school project may be one of the largest undertaken by a school district in the country, at least a district the size as Boulder Valley. This increases the number of buildings in the district with solar arrays to 30, half of the buildings in the system. Belgium-based companies IMEC, a nanoelectronics researcher, and Solvay, a chemical production company, have developed an organic photovoltaic module that has a record-breaking efficiency of 5.5%. The companies have collaborated to accomplish this world record efficiency rating, using dedicated inverted bulk heterojunction architecture for polymer-based solar cells and combining it with a proprietary active ink semiconductor by Polyura, The successful commercialization of organic PV cells will bring down the manufacturing costs, which can be done by improving performance and longevity of solar modules. Due to their optical translucency, organic PV cells are less dependent on the intensity and angle of sunlight coming in, offering huge potential for integration into building facades and windows as opposed to traditional inorganic PV cells. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, METI, has released figures announcing that 885 megawatts of new PV capacity was installed in Japan between April and September 2012, equating to the launch of Japan's FIT. In September, METI approved a total of 476 megawatts of projects, of which are 338 megawatts of non-residential projects and 138 megawatts of residential projects. A late-year surge in PV installations, primarily in Asia, will lead to a record fourth quarter of PV inverter shipments, according to market research firm IMS Research. Around 50% of shipments will be heading for China, India and Japan as well as other countries in Asia. Global PV inverter shipments are forecast to reach a record of 8.6 gigawatts in the fourth quarter. The World Watch Institute, Washington, D.C., U.S. has released a new report which finds that solar technologies accounted for the largest single share of global renewable energy investments in 2011 at $147 billion. Solar investments have overtaken wind investments, which represented the top spot in 2010 but totaled only $83.8 billion in 2011. Renewable energy investments in India grew 62%, representing the highest growth rate for any single nation over 2010 totals, though U.S. investments also grew 57% to $50.8 billion.